This is a certified VoroAMI classic.
Y'all are here reading the title, and yeah, it's time to cook Superman again. The Superman movie coming out this Friday, I was like, I gotta yap about Superman again with you guys. And on the fact that he's the GOAT superhero, that no hero comes close to this man's legacy as a generational character. Being created all the way back in the year 1938 when the world was still experiencing World War II, you know what I'm saying? Superman is the perfect example of an evolution as a character. Just think about it, y'all. My guy's been around for 80 years, and yet my guy still has a stranglehold on pop culture. There's nothing this man Superman hasn't done, bruh. Bro was the most popular character for decades up until the 80s where Batman took off from a story where he whooped Superman's ass, aka The Dark Knight Returns. The countless actors the homie has had over the years is amazing too. Like, they all slap, but Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill hit different to me, and soon new Superman when I watch it this weekend. Not just them, but George Newborn and Tim Daly too. Just like the live action Superman, I don't play about the animated ones too. There's some of, if not the best Superman versions out there. Besides Superman being around as long as he's been, he's also known for being a generational matchup champion when it came to fights. When it comes to the greatest fighters of all time, Superman has to be on that list, bruh. I'm talking about like the very, like at least top 3, top 5, bruh, cause my man has hands, bruh. Like, my guy could whoop a nigga's ass in a fight. Just look at what follows after Darkseid grabbed my GOAT's cape. Like, homie was smirking like Prime Flight only to receive a haymaker from the GOAT hero. Deserved. And this isn't the only time Darkseid has taken the L from Supes in animated features. In Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, this villain got cooked there too, bruh, and I got these clips for y'all to enjoy right now. Supes has some of the best fights out there in the comics and adaptations, and it's really one of the best things about him because of the fact that when Supes pulls up, you know it's gonna be generational. Like, this scene here always cracks me up. And you can say what you want about the Snyderverse and Henry Cavill's Superman, but oh man, did it deliver on some spectacular moments featuring Superman in action. Bro cooking Steppenwolf will always be a fire scene in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And Man of Steel had some fire scenes when it came to fighting, bruh. Besides having some of the coldest fights in history, Superman is a beacon of hope not just to the superhero community, but to anyone he saves, man. There's been countless stories of Superman saving people from suicide and severe abuse, and these kind of stories always touch me because it's real shit that goes on in the world right now. It's sad to know that in the time I'm recording this video for y'all, someone around the world is going through hardships like that. Like, that shit hurts a brother's soul knowing that. So the fact that Superman stories tackle tragic situations like that makes Superman even more generational to me. All-Star Superman is described as being one of, if not the greatest Superman stories of all time, and I truly believe it is, and with wonderful artwork too. With moments like this, it hits home to me for real because of a friend of mine who wanted to take her life a few years ago, but never did because me and her friends made sure she always had someone to talk to. Supes is the guy to me for real. Now let's lighten the mood up again and talk about this man Superman being generational when it came to pulling baddies too, bruh. Folks always talk about Nightwing, Batman, or Spider-Man being generational with women, but nah, Superman is the GOAT in that category too. Nigga got an S-tier roster of baddies, bruh. Lois Lane, Lana Lang, Wonder Woman, Maxima, Linda Danvers, Volcana, Cat Grant, Mala, you know what I'm saying? And Big Barda, though we don't talk about that story for good reasons, and the list goes on. Like, look at this, y'all.
I'm not finished with you, boy toy.
My GOAT for real. I don't care, bro. I don't care what anyone says, he's the GOAT, man. And there's a time Superman died in the 90s. When the death of Superman came out in the 1990s, this was a big historical moment in pop culture and around the world during that time. Superman, the greatest hero of all time, died fighting against a hulking brute by the name of Doomsday, responsible for fating the legendary Guy Gardner and other leaguers. Folks couldn't believe it because the mascot of the superhero genre was dead. Like, he actually died, saving the world, man, and in Lois's arms too. So folks were like, nah, this is a special moment. We need to collect this comic because nothing like this is gonna ever happen again, in which they did. Not only was Superman merch in the roof during this time, but so was the media talk. Everybody was talking about it. CNN, any major news outlet was talking about this man. It's probably like one of, if not biggest media talks about a comic book character's death ever. And this nigga's fictional, bro. He had everybody talking about his death, bro. Like, insane. For anyone who was around during the 90s, please give your input about this moment because I know you lived through a wild time in pop culture, bruh. Of course, Superman would be brought back, which was brought with some justified annoyance from people. But through his revival, we got 4 new Superman characters: the Eradicator, Hank Henshaw as Cyborg Superman, John Henry Irons as Steel, and the infamous Superboy, not to mention the iconic black suit and mullet too. The mullet would go on to also be a part of the greatest version of the Justice League ever in the comics too, aka the 97 lineup that had the original members with the exception of Barry and Hal as they were replaced by Wally and Kyle Rayner around this time. Superman also has one of the best rogues galleries in all of comics, up there with Batman and Spider-Man and The Flash, Lex Luthor, Bizarro, Doomsday, Livewire, Hank Henshaw, Toyman, Silver Banshee, Brainiac, Parasite, Lobo, Zod, Metallo, and the list goes on and on. Like, Supes has a generational hater in the form of Lex Luthor as his arch rival, and a Chad like Bizarro, and yes, Bizarro is a Chad, bro, as an enemy or sometimes ally. You can't tell me his rogues gallery isn't S tier, bruh. Bro is a pop culture icon and is referenced in countless stuff. Movies, video games, cartoons, books. Like, there's a whole Fortnite season right now with him as the secret character again. And this is his second skin in the game, by the way, bruh. And I don't know if y'all seen that pen and ink style, but it is too fire, bruh. My guy's been referenced in countless songs by artists like Eminem, 3 Doors Down, Bonnie Tyler, Taylor Swift, and the list goes on in that category too. Even the biggest Superman haters cannot deny the presence he has in pop culture and in the world. It's amazing. And then there's the amount of Superman ripoffs or inspirations we've gotten over the years. Hyperion from Marvel, Sentry from Marvel, All Might from My Hero Academia, Icon from Milestone, One Punch Man, Omni-Man, Homelander, Blue Marvel again from Marvel, Gladiator again from Marvel, and much more. Superman fathering all these niggas that will go on to become household names in their own right makes him undeniably a GOAT hero because, bruh, there's probably even more obscure ripoffs out there that I forgot that got their aura and attribute points from Superman. Then there's the question on why Superman is the GOAT hero. Superman is the GOAT hero because not only did he pave the way for the superhero genre, but this man is the superhero blueprint, among being the blueprint of the superhero genre. He had a whole movie and countless animated products within the first couple years of his creation, and a whole radio show about him, and his animated cartoon from the early 40s is always talked about as being one of the best examples of old school American animation, to the point where folks are talking about how did animation, like how did it fall so gracefully down since that cartoon. Like, it's crazy, bruh. Like, Supes is that guy for real. The only recent comic book character who I can think of that had an immediate show and movie after his creation is Spawn from the 90s, and even then, as cool as Spawn is, as much of a him factor Spawn is, his popularity and legacy is nowhere close to that of Superman's. Supes is just a different breed, one of the most genuine and powerful characters of all time, a founding member of the Justice League, the de facto leader other than Batman and sometimes Wonder Woman, a family man, a member of the Trinity, a matchup champion who you don't want to piss off, because if you do, man, he will really have you falling all across the place like Darkseid, bruh. I'm playing that clip again because it's too generational. A 100 overall talent with every badge you can think of equipped, generational talent along with a timeless design. And that brings me to the design over the years. Superman has one of those designs and emblems that's easily recognizable. He has one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. If you show anybody a symbol, they're gonna know, okay, that's Superman. And most of his fits go hard. The classic suit is fire, the Kingdom Come suit is elite, the reborn suit is glorious, the modern suit is beautiful, and to all the people that hate the underwear, bruh, just get over it, bruh. Superman has drip with the underwear, whether y'all like it or not, bruh. He pulled hella baddies with it, so that just shows you that it's fire, bruh. And whenever he has the gold crest on the back of his cape, you know it's peak. Like Supes, man, the bro is too iconic, which is why when folks clown on him and call him boring or ass, I'm just like, bruh, y'all don't know a damn thing about Superman and probably feel that way about him because of the horrendous versions of him we've had recently over the years, aka Injustice 1, Injustice 2, and the movie. Like, Injustice really cooked this man's reputation, bruh. Like, I hate it so much, bruh. Let's stop with Injustice. And everyone that's saying, let's get Injustice 3, hell nah, bruh. If we get Injustice 3, let it be something that's not focused on evil Superman, because that shit is just tiring, bruh. Superman in many ways is like John Cena from WWE. For the longest time, Cena was hated by a whole subset of people, but now those same folks go crazy for Cena, especially now that it's his retirement tour. And I bet you this next version of Superman is going to be the exact same thing with him as well. But in all honesty, Superman is the GOAT hero for not only being a hero who kicked off the superhero franchise, but also for being a character who still lives up in today's time, quality wise and story wise. For lots of stuff out there in media, there's a GOAT. For wrestling is Austin or The Rock. For rap is Tupac. For music is Michael Jackson. For basketball is Jordan. For anime is definitely Goku. But for superheroes is without a doubt Superman. Superman is him, bruh, for real. But you guys let me know your thoughts on Superman, man. How do y'all feel about Superman, bruh? Is he one of the GOATs to you, man? Is he the GOAT superhero to you? And also, let me know if y'all are watching the movie. I definitely am, bruh. I have to say, by the time this video comes out, I would most likely have watched the movie. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed the video, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. I also have a DC playlist that features my older DC videos as well as a Marvel, Ben 10 anime, and other ones, man. We're going to be putting out more unique videos on the channel, so make sure to continue subscribing and watching. And yeah, as well as I have a Instagram and a TikTok as well as a Discord. Oh yeah, also make sure to subscribe to the second channel, VoroAMI. And yeah, I hope you're having a nice week, and I'll catch y'all for the next video. VoroAMI out.